Oh, hi there. This is Lisa Swank, and I'm coming to you for my creative year. This is my uh, content video for this month. It's due to come out on the 14th, which is the day after the harvest moon. And, you know, our theme this month is atmosphere. So, I kind of think of space, the moon, the sun, the stars. And when I looked up this month's moon, it was a harvest moon. And I'm a little bit of a country girl. I like having a garden, and I haven't had one in a few years, but I do like having a garden. And I thought, you know, that might be something good for me to do. And so as we go along here, I'm trying to blend in the Naples yellow without turning everything to mud. And it's okay. I wanted it to look like the evening time because of the moon. And here I'm just taking some gesso to place my moon where I wanted it to go. This was always a big time of year. I helped an elderly couple for about, I don't know, 17, 18 years, and they had vineyards. And so the harvest was always really important to them. And then I read something on the harvest moon being on Friday the 13th, and it's a good thing I'm not very superstitious. And I overdid the splatters a little bit, so I turned them into fog or misty clouds up there. And typically the harvest moon is, an orange or sometimes red, depending on who's describing it. And this is a little on the orange side, but it looks more yellow here. And I'm just trying to, put shadows that are in the moon. Just trying to firm up my spear. So it didn't look very wonky. So I kind of straightened up the edges. And this is actually a highlight that goes on the darker side. Um, and I'm using Naples yellow because I think it plays better with the colors that I was using. I'm just trying to make it look round. Can almost see a face in there. It almost looks like a woman's face. I didn't catch that when I was doing it, but I could see a side view there. And now I'm putting back the clouds that I lost, or the mist. And here I'm just putting in some, using a stencil. I think it's a folk art stencil, I'm not sure. And I wanted to put some pumpkins in here because, you know, they kind of represent the fall and, you know, the last of the harvest type stuff. But now my moon looks really quite pale compared to the orange that I put down for the pumpkin, but that's okay. I'm just trying to create the atmosphere of what the picture is about. And I'm adding black to my colors to make a shade of the color because I didn't want them, you know, it's supposed to be in the evening. And I'm just, you know, a grade down. It's been a while since I picked up my paintbrush. I made those leaves into little pumpkins. Yeah, now I wish I would have added a little more orange to my color. And here I'm just trying to firm up my shadows. No, I'm actually adding wheat. You know, my grandmother gave us a bouquet of wheat, and it's supposed to represent, you know, never starving. You know, it's supposed to bring good luck type thing. And so I wanted some wheat in here. Just kind of darkening up the soil down there, putting in a little shadows. And in the end, I actually add another leaf down at the base of the wheat stalk. But this was, you know, part of the atmosphere of the month of September. This is my September video. And I'm just adding in some colors. And yeah, the video is coming up to an end here. And I do put a quote on here. Here I'm putting the fine lines in there because if you look at wheat stalks, they're almost looks like this piece of straw or hair that comes off of each kernel or berry. I guess they call them berries. And here I'm just adding a little more, you know, I put the squiggles on the little viney curly things on the pumpkins. And our challenge word for this month was confident. And so I referenced that in my page. You know, the page is supposed to explain an atmosphere. And I went with the harvest atmosphere. Have confidence in what you sow. How true is that? Not just in what you plant, you know, in life in general. Okay, we're coming up to the end, and I'll put a still shot of this journal page at the end. And I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, please. And I'll see you next month. It was kind of nice to get back to painting. Just drying it off a little bit. I wanted to bring the white letters and put some white, you know, make the appearance of highlights. And I'm just going around the white letters so they stand out from the clouds back there. I thought it made them look a little better. And of course, I didn't wait until my paint was completely dry there. So I'm having to wipe off my pen quite a bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, there's a still shot at the end, and I'll see you next time. I'm doing a voiceover, and I should have watched this through a couple of times because I do wave bye to you guys, and should be coming up pretty soon. I wrote in Harvest Moon 2019. There we go. And there's the still. Okay, bye-bye now.